Hey, welcome my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. Today we're talking about twin flame separation wake up call. So this is if you're just stuck, not moving. You might be stuck in your own head about things. You might be being a little stubborn and you don't know how to get over the hump with this. This is going to really focus on healing. Most of my readings do. It is one of the most important things while you're in separation. And you also have to know that sometimes you're not meant to know what they're doing or what they're up to. You're meant to only focus on yourself. So that's very difficult for a lot of you. And I definitely empathize with it, but I have to say, when I was in my separation with my twin, I really just went on with my life. I did the best I could for myself. I worked on different things with my career. I saved money. I did some very positive things for myself. So that's where the focus is. So we're going to get into this. This is if you're having trouble getting over that hump, like I said, maybe some things that, you're neglecting yourself, or some things that, you're just not seeing about this part of your journey. All right. So let's get into it. Let's talk about something that you may be having trouble getting over this hump about, something that is really almost like an obstacle in your way. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Yeah, so if you're stuck, twin flame or not, nobody deserves to be stuck on somebody and let their life just pass them by, okay? And understanding that change is necessary and everything changes eventually, like the trees lose their leaves in the winter, and then in the spring they're reborn. So this has a lot to do with you accepting. It's an acceptance. Accept change. Accept the fact that this person had to move on for whatever reason, or they left you for whatever reason. You may be feeling to see that they may have had problems too, or negative energy too, that did not need to be around you, and that you were supposed to I feel like really take away from the situation something within yourself that needs to change, okay? So there might be something, maybe it's anger, maybe it's procrastination, maybe it's laziness, maybe it's ego shit. Something needs to change about this situation. You cannot stay in this stagnation any longer, because you will not grow, you will not evolve. So it's more of an acceptance, getting into the idea of the fact that, yeah, you don't know where they are, what they're doing. You might have limited contact, no contact. That doesn't matter. The focus needs to be on you. All right, so let's see something possibly too that may need healing. Okay, let's see. We've got hole in the soul. This is really just something that when you feel this low and in this dark of a place, you're not seeing the end. You're not seeing the end of the tunnel. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like when you see the light at the end of the tunnel, okay? This has to do with childhood wounds. It has to do with what was so deep and so painful and so horrible. Something from your childhood might have left you feeling very empty. I feel like you might have tried to make everything all right by picking up the pieces of your family dramas, and you may have now formed like an adopted false sense of self. That's what I feel like with this card. And then I feel like when you lose your authentic self, like if you try to be something you're not for someone that doesn't fit in your life, you sort of disconnect from your true feelings and your true needs and true desires. So we often will wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. And I feel like that's what happened here. So you might be stuck and lost now. Like, who am I? Who am I really without this person? So it's like a sense of that you lost yourself a little bit in all of this. So being detached sort of leads to profound loneliness and isolation. If you're always in this mourning energy, like you're mourning for this person, like they're dead and gone, that's not the case. Are they mourning for you? You don't know that. So you might be wasting energy on something that's not even true to what aligns with you and what you need for your soul's growth. Twin flame or not, sometimes they're not good for us. They're in toxic energy, or they need to go have 25 karmic relationships. Either way, you have to understand that you can't be in grief energy, grieving like they're dead. They're not dead. This is not a funeral. Okay, you can't give up your life and wait for them to come back. You can't neglect yourself anymore. All right, this is coming from love. I'm saying this with love, guys. This is sometimes we need a good slap in the face to wake us up. All right, so let's see what advice we get. Yeah, we've got ego. The illusion of being trapped. Accept responsibility for your situation and make choices that support your path to happiness. Unhealthy habits. Yeah, this is unhealthy. Staying in this grief and just dying over them coming back to you, that's not healthy. Why do you think you deserve that is what I want to know. You don't deserve that from anybody. You have to fight for yourself to free yourself from these ties that you've created to this person. They might not even care about you or what you're doing, but you're stuck in this illusion that you can't get out of this thinking. You can't get out of this trap that sort of feels very real to you. It could be a lot of shit in your life is just going wrong right now. What I'm getting is focus on your real problems and let this go for now, because it's not letting you live. You're not living your life. You're not even putting energy to live your best life. You might think you are, but if you keep letting this pull you back and you keep going in circles, it's because you're missing a major lesson. You're missing a point. You need to change your viewpoint. You need to flip this on its ear and look at it a different way, is what I'm getting from Spirit. In order for you to finally see and finally get it in your head that yes, sometimes we don't end up with our twin flame. Sometimes Spirit and the universe puts blocks in front of us for a reason. And sometimes we have to understand that there are other soul connections we might be better suited with. Sometimes your soulmate comes in and they're everything you've ever wanted and dreamed of. And you were stuck on your twin or whatever person, and you were trying to make something fit that wasn't meant to, okay? You have to understand there's other love opportunities for you. You might miss out on the greatest love of your life thinking that your twin is the greatest love of your life, and that's just not true. You're to mirror each other. You're to wake each other up. You're to help each other get over old programming and all the crap in the world that we fall for. We're supposed to think higher. We're supposed to be in tune with our higher selves and know that all the answers are within us all the time. So getting over that ego part of this, it is ego because you're allowing it to strip you down to nothing, okay? And nobody's going to save you. You got to save yourself out of this. You got to save yourself out of this energy. All right, let's see one last thing for healing. Oh, show self-respect. Wow. Yeah, it does all come down to that, guys. At the end of the day, if you are allowing something or a situation to keep you in a bad place, it is definitely about respect and how much you care for yourself is what I'm getting immediately. All right. So if you're not putting in any type of self-care for yourself, I think it would be very hard for anyone else to respect you or care for you the way you want to be cared for. Self-respect requires you to listen to the cycles of your body and your inner voice, as well as know the difference of what behavior, relationships, environments, food, drinking, beverages, work, people are healthy for you and what's not. That's what this has to do with. This is more about spiritual and soul growth and connection than anything else. So, what can stop you from self-love and self-respect are the deep personal lies that you may have developed in early years of life or childhood, or what you were told maybe from parents or abusive situations that you're not wanted, you're not good enough, you're ugly, you're fat, you're this, you're that. That's all part of self-doubt and sabotage. So you have to know and be smart enough and smarter than that, because this can plunge you into perpetual endless self-sabotage, and it will affect the rest of your life. So it's time for you to identify what is working in your life and what is not. What is harming you? What is holding you back? What is keeping you down? This self-reflection will definitely allow you to turn confusion and uncertainty into self-knowledge. So that's what you need to focus on and really understand it, guys, because without change, this can't stay like this. And so many people are stuck in this. It can't stay like this. Change is the key. I hope that this was helpful, guys. Please let me know what you think in the comments. I'll leave links in the description box for my private reading information and my Twin Flame Separation and Support Mentoring Group. Thanks so much for joining me today.